Hey guys, it's the interview queen Alicia Atout here, and I am super excited because in about a month's time, I'm going to Finland. An amazing music festival called Rockfest reached out to me. After some back and forth, a little bit of shooting the breeze, it's official, and I am psyched to share with all of you guys that we have partnered up, and I'm going to be their guest superstar and interviewer. This means I'm going to be watching tons of live music, I'll be backstage interviewing loads of the bands performing, and most importantly, I'm going to be rocking out. The festival takes place in Hyvinkää Airfield in Finland from June 7th to 9th, and this lineup, it's just simply ridiculous. There are so many bands on this bill that I've wanted to see for so long. Some of those bands including Kiss. You guys know my Kiss obsession, so as soon as I saw this lineup, I was just so excited. Kiss is on it. Def Leppard is on it. Dream Theater, Disturbed, Slipknot. It's just crazy. And now the official lineup is out. Bing! Check that out. It's just packed, and I can't wait to see all of these groups live. Now, as you guys may have been able to guess, the one band I need to interview before coming back from Finland, it's these guys. This has been my dream for forever, and now it can potentially come to fruition. So, fingers crossed that I get a couple minutes with them. But it's just, as I mentioned, completely stacked. And there are actually some bands who are performing at Rockfest that I have been able to interview. I had the opportunity of speaking with Corey Taylor from Slipknot when he was through Toronto with Stone Sour. And I have such a funny story from that day. So they were doing soundcheck, and Corey Taylor was performing on stage, just kind of rocking out, making sure everything was cool. And on his way back, there was a big thing of water, just like a huge puddle leading into the backstage area. And I know I said this was funny. It's funny when you look back on it. In the moment, everyone was worried. He slipped, and he really ended up hurting his ankle. So by the time I came to do the interview, some people noticed in the photo I posted, some people noticed from the actual video itself, but he had to do it with a big bag of ice on his ankle, and he was such a trooper. I'm like, dude, you are the definition of a rock star. You are pulling through, you're coming through for me, and it was an amazing interview. We sat down, he iced his ankle, we talked about wrestling a ton. It was just super cool. Another band that I had the opportunity of interviewing before who are on the Rockfest lineup is Lordi. These guys are Finnish. They're balls to the wall, and they have some of the heaviest, coolest riffs I have ever heard. I actually saw Lordi live, went downtown to see them. Amazing show. It was so damn loud, but that's what you expect from rock and roll, from metal. And I got to interview Mr. Lordi. It was the first time I ever interviewed a monster, so I'd advise you guys to check that out. And this is just a little glimpse into what's to come. These are some bands, as I mentioned, that I've interviewed before who are on Rockfest, and soon, in about a month's time, there are going to be tons of interviews with bands who are playing at Rockfest. Now, I feel like when it comes to music festivals, there are few things that fans overlook. A lot of the time, we are so excited to get down to the music venue, to wait in line, to be standing there waiting for that band to perform. We forget the essentials. So right now, I'm going to tell you some of my top essentials for when I go to music festivals. First up, your phone. You know how it is. You're going to want to take photographs. In my instance, I'm going to be recording interviews, taking photos backstage, vlogging the entire time. Oh, so much vlog content. But you need your cell phone. You want to document the great time. Don't be that guy, though. Don't be that asshole. Don't be holding your phone up the entire show where you don't enjoy it in the moment and you watch that shaky, horrible quality afterwards. No one even watches them. Just take a few photos, document the night, and that's that. The next essential, which pairs perfectly with the phone, is a portable phone charger. This is something that you need at a festival because you're going to be on your phone more than you realize. Whether it's calling up friends to meet up, whether it's taking your photographs, whether it's interviewing people, letting that battery roll the entire day. So make sure you have a portable phone charger so you can just charge right up, not have to find somewhere to dock, and it's just super easy. And speaking of portable things, a portable fan. You are out in the heat, guys, and it gets hot. So make sure you have that with you too, because I schwelt and sweat so quickly. I hate admitting it, but I do. So I always have a portable fan with me, and they rock. And sunscreen. Easy essential. So many people forget it. You don't want to come back with burns. Happened to me at Coachella. It freaking sucked. So make sure you have those essentials. And of course, there's festival confession. I used to care so much about looking good when I used to go to music festivals. It was just stupid. I'd wear these like chunky high heels, these uncomfortable dresses, like tight, and it was just stupid. It was so stupid. So don't do that. Dress for comfort when you go to music festivals. Make sure you have comfy sneakers, sunglasses, wear something flowy, and make sure you bring a jacket. Because, as I mentioned, this takes place in Finland, and I have heard a lot of rumors about Finnish summers, and apparently it can go from being really beautiful, like a nice 14 degrees Celsius, to really cold, like really cold. So I'm making sure I have that jacket on me for the long haul when I go there, because I am not gonna be one of those people who's freezing at night trying to enjoy my favorite bands. So I was talking with my contacts, the lovely people over at Rockfest, and they wanted me to do a little Q&A. So beforehand, we were on the website. They had a bunch of fans, people who were interested in coming out to Rockfest, asking questions, and we decided to share them on here. So we have 3 of them we're going to share with you guys. And something I didn't really realize until I went to the Netherlands for the first time is in Europe, like, the humor is so dry and sarcastic, and I loved it. So these are some very dry and sarcastic answers that Rockfest gave to their fans. First up, a fan asked, should you change your name next year to Popfest? Maybe book Ricky Martin. And Rockfest decided to reply, thanks for the tip. We will consider this seriously. Then a fan decided to comment. I'm going to look over here because I don't want to misquote them. They said Rockfest would have worked as a 3-day festival without Finnish bands. Imagine, 3-day festival with only international names. And Rockfest's reply to this was absolutely glorious. They said, I've heard that Finnish rock and metal bands are really popular around the world. So they're international? And this last comment left had me laughing so hard. Someone had the nerve to ask, does anyone want to buy a ticket? And Rockfest replied, it seems like several thousand people want to buy a ticket. There you guys have it, my little announcement on Rockfest. As I mentioned, this is happening in Finland from June 7th to 9th, and I'm going to be there as a guest superstar and interviewer. I'm so excited. I used to dream of going to Europe as a kid, and now my job, this interviewing craft of mine, is bringing me around the world, and it is truly amazing. It's surreal, and I want to thank Rockfest for this opportunity. I want to say thanks in advance to all of the bands that I plan on interviewing. And this is going to be so much fun. So please, I really hope this vlog has also encouraged you guys to get your tickets to Rockfest. This is going to be amazing. The lineup is knuckin' futs. I will be there. It's going to be grand. So guys, if you want to grab your tickets, which you do, head to rockfest.fi and get on it for more information. I'll see you in Finland.